Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for your patience this morning. I had a wonderful rest and I am up and awake. So thank you for your patience. I know 6 a.m. Hawaii time sounds like a great idea, except when you're sleeping. Good morning, Raquel. Thank you, Philip Loves, for being here, and Seema for blog. No, it doesn't. Thank you, Charlie. Hello, Jeremy. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, William. Thank you for showing up once again. I appreciate you being a part of this growth of the world and for yourself and the greater things around you. Good morning, Devin. So weird when American says my name. Well, I try my best. It's 6 a.m. Good morning, Devin. Good morning. Thank you for waiting. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, Jeremy. Good morning, Yoga Man. Okay, so now you guys get to see me bright and early. Let's change this around. Good morning, everyone. Ready to activate your money neurology? Yes. All right. Let's get that. Let me get a chair real quick. Nope, I am not naked. I always think about these things now. I should probably show you that I'm not naked. So, good morning. So just like everybody in the world, I am waking up. I am human. But something came to me this morning that I rolled over and the alarm didn't go off. And I thought, oh, I could just rest in, right? So at the same point to that, I thought, well, I could probably miss this one, right? So Millionaire Brain Yoga, one of the biggest things about this is commitment, right? Good morning, everyone. So I'm going to take off the comments for the time being, and it's on Periscope. This is a practice, but I'm going to let it come back on so I can talk to you guys in just a little bit. Commitment, right? So this is a huge thing when we're going into entrepreneurship, or we're going into a relationship, or we're going into self-help. And there are days we can slack off, and then there are days that we can continue to drive 100%. And 100% is always going for the big, going in and going 100,000%. Today I woke up and I thought, okay, well, I can take a little more rest. It's only, wait a minute, it's not that time yet. So I jumped up and I held my commitment, and what came through for me was today activating the money neurology in our midbrain as a part of activating the same thing as the commitment part of the brain. So how those two play a role is when we make a commitment, it's a contract. Yes. Whether it's with ourselves or with our family or with our business partners, we're making a contract. This contract is vibrational, and that contract says that two people or more than two people have made an agreement. So if you think about your personal contract with yourself, think about this because we're going to activate the money centers here. You think about your personal contract with yourself. How can I activate that constantly, and how can I get that at such a high level of vibration that I immediately begin to attract more? Okay. So if you guys have been following us and you're part of this 30-day meditation, then you know the next step here. So let's go into a little brief hello with ourselves and check in. Let's close our eyes for a moment and take a deep breath in. And let's just find ourselves in a center of noticing the place around us. And just noticing the place around us is our identity. Noticing our body. who we are, who we think we are. And noticing the place of our surroundings. Not just the place of where we sit, not just the place of our body in which who we think we are, but our surroundings, the elements in our surroundings. Wonderful. So you can open your eyes now. So by doing this, you begin to step into who you are as an individual. Every morning, I want you to practice noticing the things around you, noticing your body, and noticing the elements. And in the past, in some of the broadcasts, I've explained compassion and acknowledging the divine yes and the divine no, and what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and then going into a place of an emotional state to activate the brain neurology around that. So our belief systems are in here. It's in the frontal cortex and the frontal lobe. We have activated it with the color of yellow. Yellow is a vibration that allows us to open up the centers of the emotional state. And you can see some of the grids that I like to use, or some of the diagrams. You guys can get that on Millionaire Brain Yoga. I'm going to be posting the emotional body, the chakras, along with the frequency codes that the frequency and colors represent. So you guys can have that download on our Facebook. You can go to millionairebrainyoga.com and have access there. So right now that we're in our external self, let's go into our internal self. I'm kind of racing through this because if you've been watching, you have the tools, and you'll be receiving this as the 30 days are over, and I'm going to make sure that all the edits are put together for you, and I'm going to send that off, and you guys can do this on your own. But right now, we've done this for we are now in our 13th day, yay! And we've gone through a lot of the brain. So to recap, what I'm doing right now in this broadcast is doing step 1, step 2, step 3, and then we're going to go in and activate the money neurology. So hang in there until, we'll be on until 40 minutes past the hour. So let's go in and close the eyes and come into a deep breath once again, breathing in. Coming into a state. Now notice your third eye on the forehead. Bring your awareness to the third eye. The frontal lobe on the left side. All of the thinking, doing, and the having. And scanning all the way to the middle of the third eye. And scanning and slow, raising the frequency with the yellow vibration, waking up the neurology and the frontal cortex, all of the belief systems, the identity. And then begin to scan from the right side, taking a deep breath in, breathing in. And waking up all of the philosophy, all the ideas, numbers and symbols. Completely completing that in the frontal lobe with decision making. Slowly walking in 5 steps, taking a deep breath in, breathing in, all the way into the midbrain. softly allowing yourself to join from the center of the center of the head down into the midbrain, coming into a T right into the middle of the brain. Begin sending the candlelight image, the fiery flame, as we activate the emotional body and we begin to cleanse all parts of the brain. Begin to build that up with the color of red, infrared. Cleansing and detoxifying, taking a deep breath in. Now noticing all parts of the brain, going right to the back of the occipital lobe, which is right in the back of the neck, where the brain and the head begin from the spine. Compassion centers, opening up the occipital lobe, lowering the blood pressure, adding the color of blue, sky blue. Taking a deep breath in, breathing in, allowing the entire brain to have the color of sky blue. Really understand what we're doing here. From a scientific level, the MRI was opening up each one of the neurological pathways. It's tickling the brain and saying, I am awake to receive, I'm awake right now to hear and listen unconditionally to the field around me and in me. Taking a deep breath in, bringing in the oxygen to open up the pathways even more, awakening the blood cells so that the digestion of the energy can come through, breathing in. And exhaling fully from the body, allowing the energy to move past the neurological systems into the nucleus of the blood and outward with the energy of newness we call life. We're cleansing and beginning to wake up the brain on all levels. Now feel the energy circling through and around your body. Breathing in. Raising the frequency, even a higher state, beginning at the floor. All the way up to the head. We circle around from the feet, noticing our feet, going in a clockwise formation. We're really going to wake this all the way up today, guys. Continue your breath as you scan the entire body cellular system. This is like having a full body massage. You should be going from your feet, around your ankles, around your shins. Have your hands open to receiving this energy just as much as your body and your heart and your mind are. And now as you enter in through the thighs, all the way up to the root of where you're sitting, I want you to take a deep breath in, breathing in. And exhaling with the color of red. And slowly moving up to right where your hips join with the color of yellow. And slowly scanning upwards towards your belly button, where the power of creation exists. In your solar plexus, and add the color of orange, breathing in and releasing, and allowing that energy to rise up through your rib cage all the way up through your heart, the color of green. The heart is the compassionate center of the heaven and the earth and all of creation, recognizing also in the back of the head, the occipital lobe. Allowing that energy to move upwards into the throat chakra, moving in with the color of blue, cleansing and detoxifying the throat, cleansing and detoxifying the language, cleansing and detoxifying all the words, speaking things from a nowhere place to a somewhere place, allowing the wisdom to come through you as you create daily, holding your commitments, showing up on time, being aware, being one and being in unification of what you've created, and slowly breathing in and releasing once again into the third eye center of the vision, the end vision, the guide along the path. Allowing the energy to circle on the inside of the midbrain, the outward, the entire function of the muscle. Allowing the colors of magenta, purple, slowly allowing the top of the head to become open once again, as if we're wearing a crown of the light. Allowing the collective consciousness to go all the way upward and taking a deep breath in, breathing in. Going up into the room that you sit, shining the light from your head, all the way up through the sky, into the grand collective, to the superconscious, back to the color of sky. We allow that just to seep in and notice your body. Allow that just to be exactly what it is before we move in to the money neurology today. It's a place of mindfulness, a place of possibility. And slowly allowing the energy to move back down and through you and down into your center of your midbrain. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your hands, taking a deep breath in, breathing in, and moving the energy back towards the center of the third eye and the forehead. And when you're ready, come back into a state. We went deep there. I'm going to take it simple for a second. We opened up a lot of movement for you right now. Take a moment. Take a moment to be. Actually, close your eyes once again. Close your eyes. Just be. Just be with yourself. The meditative, transcendental meditation practice is mindfulness. When you wake up, your body's neurology, your brain's neurology, you're waking up a lot more than you can imagine. So being mindful and allowing yourself just to be is where the magic happens. Breathing that in and coming back into your awareness, into this world of what we call a complete, beautiful body of life. All right, how are we feeling? Okay, so waking up the brain is very important because it affects the pineal gland, it affects your cellular system. When we get into a state of samadhi and stopping the thoughts in a place of complete observance, our higher self, if you will, the one that is constantly speaking to us, yet we have so much chatter going on, we can't hear what's going in and through what works for us and what doesn't work for us. I had a question by somebody on the show, and it was about mind control. It was about all of the powers that be out there controlling the money in the world. And it's an interesting question because this is really bothersome to a lot of people. And I had an experience with this years back, years before I got into a place of knowing that I can create from a nowhere place into a somewhere place without hearing all of the news and all of the media coming in. There's a lot of stuff out there that is out there to assist in controlling you. And so I want to give this answer to you. If you believe in something, no matter what that something is, it is true. Hear that, know that. If you believe in something, no matter what it is, then it is true. So be very mindful of what you watch, what you consume, who you're with, how you are in those moments. Are you adding to the story? Are you adding your personal advice and your belief systems to something that is greater and a part of a mind control system in our world? Or are you shedding light on possibility of change and completeness and creating from a nowhere place to a somewhere place? And that could mean, for example, if propaganda and news and media are telling you that only the 1% exists, then you believe the 1% exists. If you believe that 99% of the world is in poverty, then you believe that you're part of that 199%. Right? You hear what I'm saying? If you believe that you're part of the 1%, what will your belief become? It will become true for you. So I believe that I'm part of the 1%. I actually believe that I'm a part of a very I don't even know if I'm in the 1%. I just don't even believe in these stories. So I choose to just believe in what my heart tells me to believe in, and that is to ease the poverty mind. Ease the poverty mind, and to come into complete abundance by using the power of set intention, of listening to the collective conscious as I go through my meditations. So I want to offer that to you as well. So that's a quick answer. I just want to give that a shout out. You know who you are. And I want to talk about the belief of being a millionaire. Let's do that. The belief of being a millionaire. Do you right now believe you're a millionaire? Just play with me. Play with this for a moment. I get the question, are you a millionaire, all the time. Well, if you've added up all of the income that I've had, yes. If you add up how much I spend, I'm a gazillionaire. I think people get fixated on how much money a millionaire actually has in the bank. But if you look at assets and you look at all of the things around you and what you're spending your time and energy and your money and your thoughts and your beliefs and your actions all on it, they all equate to a value. So whatever you're doing right now the most is your highest value. Can you think about that for one moment? So what I'm doing right now is my highest value, is having this meditation for 30 days. 30 days I've created a new pattern. For 30 days I've activated the money neurology in the brain. I've cleansed the negative cortex. And if you guys have been signing on and will continue to do this program, for 30 days you are changing the patterns of your brain. It's very important to know you've made that commitment. When you make commitments like that, you change your entire neurology. So the perception of your world begins to shift and the patterns start to change. And what happens is things become more accessible, more possible. And the beliefs that you can't have, be, or do anything to become a millionaire or become wealthy or to supply, trips for your family start to become real. Oh, I can. It's possible. So what we just did by this meditation and scanning the entire body, we started with the frontal cortex. Frontal cortex is all the belief systems, right? I've been showing this diagram. You guys can get this. I'm going to show you once again. You guys can see what's going on here. If you don't have this diagram, go in and get it on the Facebook group, or just go to millionairebrainyoga.com. I've forwarded over now because there's a lot of requests coming in to be a part of the membership line. But we went in there and we kind of changed the logic, changed the philosophies. The symbols that we relate to as negative or positive. We went in with the decision making and the thinking and the speaking, right? Which also are here. All of this connects. So when I'm doing the meditation and we're scanning the entire brain, we're also going into what I like to say is the chakras. The chakras in Sanskrit and the yogi education is that the entire body has energy centers, and those energy centers can be cleansed and cleared, and you can use that through the brain. Usually I just do them through the body, but with Millionaire Brain Yoga, it's been all about the neurology. Dr. Pilali, he has an excellent program out. I want to give him a lot of props for understanding this before a lot of scientists have done this. And so I want to share that information with you. I want to give him the respect and the honor that he has educated me in order to bring this to the masses. So let's go in one more time before we close today and activate the money center of the brain. You guys ready? All right. So Just going to give you a little bit of this vision. Oh, yes. So closing our eyes and coming into a deep, deep breath and holding it for one moment, that breath in to where you're building it up, and then push it out with breath of fire. And again, breathing in and exhalating with a breath of fire. And one more time, breathing in, exhalating with the breath of fire. And begin to raise your awareness to the third eye. Going into the midbrain, walking 5 steps inwards. And allowing that red tone to soup up and open up. The color of infrared, the fiery flame, the passion, the desire, right here, pushing out and pulsating, using the counts of the heartbeat to really raise the frequency of that center of the midbrain. We're going to use the mantra, the money mantra of Shreem Breathe. Shreem Breathe. Okay, so Sue, do this with me. We use the money mantra. Make sure that this is posted on today's website on the membership. So Dr. Pilali's Shreem Breeze mantra, coded by the divine, coded by the essence of the frequency and the sounds. Shreem Breeze, and just feel the money centers awakening in the brain and in the third eye as I do the sound. Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe. You can do this with me. Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe. Just feel that in your body. We're activating all through the body, all through the money mind. So allow that mantra to work in your system. There's nothing more to do here, but allow this vibration. Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe, Shreem Breathe, Shri. Breathe. You've now given up the power of the Shri Breathe to allow the money centers of your life to open up, to attract the things of your highest desire, to begin to manifest as quicker as you can imagine. Shreem, breathe. Shreem, breathe. Shreem, breathe. Shreem, breathe. Allowing that to continue to do its work throughout the day. Every time you do this mantra, you're opening up the midbrain. It will stick with you throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. And coming slowly back into the place of creating the now, and allowing the energy of this very sacred mantra of the Shreem Breathe. I'll make sure that this is gifted to you on the members group on Facebook, so you can play it as much as you want. It'll be Dr. Pilali's Shreem Breeze, because he is a very special gift to this entire program, and I want to honor him in that way. We sent in the clearing of the entire cellular system as we began to wake up the brain. Then we scanned the entire body of all that is around us, becoming really in tune. And then we activated the money center today. If you missed any of this program, or you're just signing on, you can join us every morning at 6 a.m. in Hawaii time, which is global because of Periscope. You can also ask for the 30-day meditation that I'll be editing from these recordings as a gift for anyone who signs up on the Eventbrite. So if you haven't done that and your email is not on there, it will cost you money in the future. So make sure you sign up for the free 30-day meditation in Maui. You got to do that before July 5th, okay? And sign on to the members group on Facebook, millionairebrainyoga.com. You can do that there. My name is Brandy Vale. I'm a healing practitioner of the light. I'm also a private coach. I can work with you privately. You can find out more about my channeling and my intuition and my clearings on healingandlifecoaching.com. And you can also Google my name so you can find out a little bit more. But every morning, no matter where you're at, there is a sunrise and a sunset. You can appreciate your day from the highest of all high. And you can join us here every morning at 6 a.m. Hawaii time. Many blessings to you. Go throughout your day, allowing the Shreem Breeze to attract. And pay attention. I want to hear your stories. Pay attention to what's manifesting in your life. Even if it's a cup of coffee right now that you visualize, or if it's the joint venture that happens, because this does happen, and I want to hear from you. All right. So long. Aloha, and I do this for love. I do this for you. Take it out to the wisdom of the world. So long. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.